I am Gretchen Harvey Hillman, and I am from Whitefield, New Hampshire. A long, long time ago, when dinosaurs roamed the earth, I went to my first Grateful Dead show, and I was absolutely taken in by the sea of color and beauty, and I knew right away that I wanted to have that be a part of my world, even at that young age, and vowed that I would make tie-dye t-shirts one day to color the world. I went home and asked my mom for $75, and she said no, go get a real job. So I got upset and cried a little bit and left her house in tears and got picked up hitchhiking by my friend Robbie Hayward, who I did not know that he was my friend at that point. He was one of the first people I ever met here, and that's how I met him. He picked me up and drove me to a place that I found out was the bank when he came out with an envelope filled with, I don't know, $75 or $100, and he handed it to me and told me he was having a party in a couple of weeks, and if I wanted to make some t-shirts that I could come sell them at his party. And so I did, and that was the very beginning. My first store was called Scarlet Begonias, and that was, it began as a place where I could make my wholesale shirts, because while I was on tour, my shirts became more and more coveted. This is a different store. I closed that store down after Ayla was a year old, and went to work as a single mom. Continued to always go and do events, and then after I met my wonderful husband, Doug, he knew me prior to Ayla being born, and when we did start dating, he encouraged me to start making more shirts, and kind of became my biggest fan and supporter, and so he just kind of gently prodded me back in that direction, and I started doing things like Laconia, Bike Week, Harley Rendezvous, you know, other different bike swaps and music events. And again, it just rolled into the same sort of scenario. Ayla was 6 when I opened up Aylakai, and that was 17 years ago. She was 6, and she's still here, 23. And I used to make tie-dyes right back here, where the linoleum floor is, and I would go and I'd pick up Ayla after school and bring her back here, and it was just the top floor. I would have a little bit of inventory that I could afford to buy, and I'd spread it out to make it look full. And the store just kept rolling into now it is a respite in the storm. I love jewelry. I have a jewelry fetish. I can't stop buying it. If I don't have something that somebody wants when they come in, that I can't provide it. And so I really, we go to great lengths to just amass this wonderful eclectic array of great stuff that you can choose from when you shop here. Yeah. Downstairs is where we have all of our body jewelry, our tapestries, anything that smells good, all of our incenses, incense burners, anything that's a little bit goth, a little bit, you know, edgy, we have in our first room. And then in our second room is for the adventurous adult, only 18 and older only. It certainly is a place of discretion and respect for people in their adult years wanting to make adult decisions. The beauty of the Broom Closet is that it's a place, I don't know anybody. Even if you came down and told me that your sister shopped there all the time and I must know her, I don't know anybody. Down there, we don't know anybody's name. There's no judgment about anything, and when you come in, you're anonymous, and when you leave, you're anonymous, because that is how we want it to be. So I can say goodbye for now and go back to my garden.